Well, hello and welcome to game number 9. It's the final game of day 1 of the Softball ACT Canberra Skins. We play on Ngunnawal land and it's brought to you by Canberra Containers and the ACT government. I'm James Harris, your caller for the game, and this nightcap matchup is between the Woden Giants and the Scorpions out of Queensland. Giants have won the toss and elected to field first. It gives them the last chance to bat, which is a distinct advantage in this format of the game. The Canberra Skins. Scorpions player coach Scott Sunley makes his way over to the third base coach's box. Matt Beckett doing the pitching for the Giants tonight. Josh McGovern behind the plate. Marshall Cronk at first. Matt Harrow at second. Evan Byrne at short. Jared Bradbury at third in the outfield left to right. Jack Hutchison, Jesse Tors, and Ben Slater. He's the flex. Throw goes over. Lead off batter comes to the plate. It's Ashley Goffer. And we're just about ready to go. Official start time. We'll keep an eye on that. Looks like about 8:10. Just changed over to 10 minutes past 8. Make a note of that on my score sheet. First pitch swinging for Goffer. Audible grunt. And Beckett tries upstairs for a 1-1 count. Fifth time slot of the day. Down and away, but Goffer couldn't hold his hands back. We'll go behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, 5 time slots today. This is game number 9. Gets his hands to it, pokes it out to the left side, just goes foul. No luck for Goffer in this at bat so far. Tomorrow, weather permitting, we are expecting some rain overnight. But weather permitting, we'll kick off at 8 a.m. We'll run through to 6 p.m. New start time every 2 hours. The draw still to be determined, as this final game will determine one of the pool's final placings before tomorrow's draw is released. High and a ball. 6 game times tomorrow. So plenty of live softball action from the Hawker Stadium here in Canberra. Out of the zone to go full. It's been a great at bat from Goffer so far. Got bat to the ball a couple of times already. Strike called. And that is the first out. Scott Sunley just asking the question we're all waiting for, and it was a called strike. So strikeout looking. Nice battle between Beckett and Goffer on that occasion. Brings Kynan Melander to the plate. First pitch swing is a long ball to deep center field. No doubter, home run, and the Scorpions are on the board in just a second. Batter Melander just puts a charge into one, and they've got an early lead, 1-0. Bonus money up for grabs for the team that hits the most home runs and has the most base runners Another bonus. Again, first pitch swinging Riley James, this time for the Scorpions. And one was off the plate. Down and away. And James holds back on that one for a 1-1 count. Every innings worth $60. We'll go through the table in a moment. Not quite up to date, but there is a clear leader at the moment. Tropics, 2 games, 2 wins, 11 skins, $780. Not a bad first day of work. Beckett just really working that outside edge on Riley James here. 3-1 count. As the rain begins to fall. Well, after a wild first pitch swing, Riley James faces 4 balls. And he's aboard. So a base runner for the Scorpions. Already got a run on the board, courtesy of Connor Melander. Long ball to centre field. This brings up the designated player, Regan O'Neill. McGovern able to keep the ball in front and Riley James at first base. And it's an interesting combination. The Christmas Beatles maybe are out in force. The rain is blowing in and then you're facing 130 k's an hour. Tough conditions for a softballer. Beckett missing the outside edge. Riley James remains at first base. O'Neill fouls that one off and looking for game balls. Yep. Beckett's got one and ready to go. Riley James on second base now. Nice pitch from Beckett. Keeps it down and away from the big swinging Regan O'Neill. That's the second out. Both of them strikeouts. So a mixed bag for the first 4 hitters of the game for Beckett. A strikeout for the leadoff. It was a long battle, then a home run for Melander. Base on balls for Riley James and second strikeout on the 4-hitter. Regan O'Neill brings Shannon Goffer to the plate. Yet another Scorpions batter. First pitch swinging. Nice pitch on the inside edge from Beckett. Goes ahead of the count. Fouls this one off to the right side, and Riley James is on the move. He's brought back after the foul ball. Scorpions in their first game of the day was against the New Zealand Major Sox. They won 3 skins, and so did the Major Sox, but they won the game. They outscored them 3-2. Strikeout looking, so strikes out the side, gives up a solo home run to Kynan Mulander, and the Scorpions out to an early 1-run lead. Giants with the right of reply, and we'll bat in the home half of the first inning. As we flip over the card, we'll run through the Scorpions' defensive lineup. Lincoln Walk pitching to James Purcell. Shannon Goffer at first, Cody Smith at second, Josh Wagner at third, and Kynan Melander at shortstop. Outfield left to right, Riley James, Ashley Gloffer, and Blake Turner. Regan O'Neill's the DP. And just having a chat in the pitcher circle, the Scorpions. There's a couple of them are in the wet weather gear. Lincoln Walk going through his 5 warm-up pitches, and I'll just touch on the cash table at the moment. We're still waiting on the results from the 6 p.m. game on Diamond 2 between the New Zealand Black Sox and the Comets. It went overtime, so there was plenty on the line in that one, as the Black Sox went in with 240 and the Comets with 360. So both those teams had wins earlier today. Giants had a big win earlier today against the New Zealand Major Sox. They picked up 5 skins in the win, $360 each, sitting equal seconds with the money. And terrific conditions here at Hawker. The Diamonds look amazing. Sean Carroll and his team have done a magnificent effort to get this event up and running. 9 teams in the A grade, including 2 from across the ditch. We welcome any of our New Zealand viewers watching on the Softball ACT YouTube channel. Stick around, plenty more softball over this weekend, and on Monday, the big series between the New Zealand Black Sox and the Australian Aussie Steelers, the current world champs versus the 5-time world champs. Looking forward to that one. We'll have Spacequake Sports in that broadcast. First pitch swinging for Josh McGovern. Strundles up to first base. Happy with that single. And the Giants are bored. I was wondering what he was doing, but Giants have got a DR. So Ryan Little will come out and do the running for Josh McGovern. They like to work quick, the Giants. They had 4 batters in the first 2 innings for 2 skins. And none out. It will be a free base for the designated runner in Ryan Little. He stands up at 2. Matt Harrow gets a freebie. His job's done. He's advanced the runner to 2. Anything's a bonus from here. He could choose to go short again, move that runner around to 3rd, because Scorpion scored in the top half of this first inning. So they need to get that one to at least tie it. They need 2 for the skin. low, and Purcell does well to keep the ball in front and the DR at bay. Just taking a bit of extra TV time, Purcell. Never easy being a catcher in these big tournaments. Pitch is throwing hard, 125 plus, and he'll go out and have a chat. Maybe he was crossed up a little on that one because he had to block a ball that he wasn't expecting to be down by the looks of things. With that runner on two, he wants a new sign indicator. Marshall Cronker waits in the on deck circle. And gets the one he wants this time round. Outside edge for a called strike. Maddie joins me. She's been in charge of the IT for the broadcast all day, all 5 time slots. So thank you, Maddie, and everyone watching at home. Thanks you too. This one gets away, and Little will move over to third. So no outs, runner at three. Matt Harrow now, his job is to bring in that tying run. Is that a dead ball or a walk? Nice work from Purcell behind the dish. Like a cat jumps onto that one, backhands it to Walk covering home. Little does not budge from third base and runners at the corners for the Giants. So McGovern aboard, first pitch swinging with a single to the left side, and Matt Harrow grinds out a base on balls for Marshall Cronk, runners at the corners. First pitch swinging for Cronk. And then gets one down, evens up the count at 1-1. Harrow has not moved from first. Low for a ball and a good pick up from Purcell, who's had his work cut out for him here in the home half of the first inning. Just into the third batter. That one just missing. And 3-1 now for Cronk. Doesn't get any easier for the Scorpions. Andrew Kirkpatrick awaits in the on-deck circle. Already has a home run in this tournament. Cronk reaches for one on the outside edge and spins out. First bounce was in fair territory. And we'll reset and the count will go full. Runner goes on the full count with none out. Cronk fouls that one off. And then fouls it off to the left-hand side. Now, just been given news for the 6 p.m. game over on Diamond 2. The New Zealand Black Sox have defeated the Comets 14-2. The Black Sox won the first three skins 5-1, 5-1, and 4-0. And then the Comets were able to blank the Black Sox in the top of the fourth And in return, they were shut out. And so they tied that final skin. So $270 going to the Black Sox. They moved to 510, and the Comets picked up $30. They moved to 390. So looking very interesting in the cash takings. Cronk will go down swinging. So great battle between Cronk and Lincoln Walk. That is the first out. Runners still at the corners. Well, someone's called time and not quite sure who, but we reset and we go for pitch number one to Kirkpatrick, who drives the ball opposite field. And the ball just bounces off Riley James's shin, throws it home, but not in time. Matt Harrow scores from three, and Cheesy will stand up at third base. So Harrow scores from first. And the Giants declare 2 RBIs for Kirkpatrick. Perhaps an error to the left fielder. And it's a 2-1 ball game, and the first skin goes to the Giants. James Smith leading off the top of the second inning. Batting 6 in the lineup for the Scorpions. Fouls that one off. So with the results from the Black Sox Comets game, we can see that Tropics top $780. Black Sox 2 games, 2 wins, 6.5 skins, $510. So that's the skins format as Smith hits one out to left field and makes it tough for Hutchinson, but he charges in and takes a good catch for the first out of the game. And the Comets are actually sitting third with the money, $390 with 5.5 skins. Although the live ladder would show the Giants just overtaking them, picking up the first skin of this game. They've moved to 420. So a couple of teams already asserting some dominance in this game. Black Sox, 2 games, 2 wins. Tropics, 2 games, 2 wins. And Giants have got off to a good start. Here's James Purcell. He pops up. High ball to left field, and Hutchison comes charging in again. Takes his second catch of the inning. So 2 quick outs brings Blake Turner to the plate. Beckett working fast. That one catches or just misses the outside edge. Ball 1. Fouls off a high pitch to the right side. That ground will be wet, so they'll be looking for a new ball. 1-1 count. Oh, just tried something different there, Beckett, and it bounces through. 2-1 for Turner. Down for ball 3. So good at bat here from Turner after a couple of fly balls out to the left side. Josh Wagner awaits in the on-deck circle. Down for ball 4 and a base runner for the Scorpions. First pitch swinging for Wagner goes foul. Rain has subsided for the moment, but the grass is still wet. And those bugs are still flying around. Not causing too much trouble as Wagner gets under this one and fouls it off. Oh, 2 on Wagner. Turner on 1. Gets under this one again. Evan Byrne is under it at second base and at shortstop, I should say, just behind second base and takes a catch for the third out. So just the one runner aboard for the Scorpions in that inning. Blake Turner with a base on balls. And the big hitting Woden Giants will come to the home half of the second inning, just needing one to pick up the second skin. Evan Byrne, who just took that catch, will lead things off. Evan Byrne will lead things off here in the home half of the second inning. Jared Bradbury awaits in the on-deck circle. Lincoln walk continues for the Scorpions. First pitch swinging, Evan Byrne not holding back on that one. Same or similar pitch, holds his hands back, and it's a 1-1 count. And this time low for a ball. All the outfielders pretty deep for Burn. This one's grounded to Wagner at 30. Comes across and fires it to Golfer for the first out and look pretty sharp. They're the Scorpions' defense. Burn retired for the first out. Joe Bradbury to the plate. Swing and a miss on that first one. And that one catching the outside edge for strike 2. Positive start to the inning from the Scorpions. Up and away. Hands are held back from Spud Bradbury as he will now go 1-2. Just gets enough of the bat to find some grass and a single for the Giants. They've got a runner aboard. Third hit from 6 batters for the Giants. They declared their innings after Kirkpatrick's RBI shot. And out comes the designated runner once again. Ryan Little has been busy today. Ran in most innings in the early game and has been used both times so far in this game against the Scorpions. Jack Hutchison's the batter. Hard swing. Purcell throws off his knees. Shortstop Melander comes in a little late as Little slides in safely. Ball just getting away from Melander, and we've got a runner on 2 now for the Giants. It's a good cover swing from Hutchinson, maybe a hit and run. It was enough to advance the runner, and he'll live again. Tomac killed the battery. Just going to have a chat with a runner on 2. Get the signal pattern right. Only a slight delay. We're about 30 minutes in. Hutchison just checking the count. 1-1. There's a big swing and it goes foul. So good battle here between Walk and Hutchinson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little, the designated runner on 2 after Jared Bradbury's single. Fouls it off again. Outfield's still deep for Scorpions. Ground ball would probably score the runner from 2. Hit hard. Nice play from Melander. So the runner is held up. a run-saving stop from the shortstop. And Hutchinson arrived safely to first. Put it down as a hit. That was a tough chance for Melander. Didn't have to knock it down. So back-to-back hits, has runners at the corners for the Giants and brings up the pitcher, Matt Beckett. Scorpions did not score in the second. And we saw the Giants declare as soon as they scored 2 in the first. That one down and in the dirt. Purcell does well to keep the ball in front. But Hutchinson will move across to second. So both runners in scoring position now with one out. No intentional walks in the Canberra Skins tournament. Lots of variations from regulation rules. We've got the DR, no intentional walks. We've got the declaration rule. With a big change. Every inning is worth $60 skin. First change of pace from walk, just a little high. Beckett's faced 3 pitches for 3 balls. With Jesse Torres waiting in the on-deck circle as the rain reappears. Strike called on Beckett. Lincoln Walk getting back into this battle. Beckett fouls that one off, and it's a full count now. One out, payoff pitch. And gets his batter swinging. Hell of a battle there from Lincoln Walk, and good calling from Purcell behind the plate. That's 2 out now. Those runners still in scoring position on 2 and 3. Jesse Torres comes to the plate. Big swing, fouls it off. Hit a home run in the early game. Lincoln Walk just turns up the dial a little. Just missing, 1 and 1. Nice pitch from Walk, and we'll go ahead 1-2. Just trying to find something here, Walk, to get out of the jam. Retiring the first batter, Evan Byrne, Bradbury and Hutchinson, a pair of hits. Ryan Little, the DR, come in to run for Bradbury, and we've got runners at 2 and 3. Just a timeout call, just to check the count. Strikeout swinging. So great battle there from the Scorpions. 2 runners aboard and they get out of a jam. Third inning will be a jackpot inning. We'll be playing for 2 skins and $120 on the line for the next 6 outs. Two-one score line and in favour of the Giants. They did declare after 4 batters and they had 5 in the second but failed to score. And Scorpions had 5 batters in the first and 4 in the second. And they trail 1 run to 2. They'll have the first bat, well, of every inning, but including this, the third inning upcoming, as the rain is getting a little heavier here. We're expecting some real heavy rain overnight. Might affect the draw for tomorrow, but we'll have to wait and see. Ashley Golfer game's original leadoff back to the plate. Had a long battle. First turn up, fouled a couple off and watched the third strike, I reckon about the 8th or 9th pitch. Pulls an outside pitch to first base player Marshall Cronk. Steps on the base for the first out. Brings to the plate Kynan Melander, who hit a long ball his first plate appearance. Scorpions, one and only run for the game so far. Sit here, you've got to commentate the rest of the game. Nice shot, but it's going to fall short and right into the glove of Jesse Torres for the second out. Now Riley James. Base on balls, first time up to bat. Hard swing, fouls it off to the left side. Really good hands to the ball. And Beckett just changes the pace a little bit and gets the batter swinging. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hard hit shot. It's a moonshot. Long ball over the head of the right fielder, and Riley James brushes that one and picks up a very important run for the Scorpions, because that's broken the deadlock of the second inning. So could be worth 2 skins, 1 swing of the bat. Both runs that the Scorpions have scored in this game so far have been from solo home runs. First one to Kylan Melander in the first. Riley James here in the third. Regan O'Neill now to the plate. He was a strikeout victim in the first inning. Designated player. It's off the end of the bat. Beats it out. And the throw may have even been wild. Cross loses his glove in the process, and Evan Byrne, maybe wet ball. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe a funny spin off the bat as well, as O'Neill swings with power, but that one was rolling to the shortstop. It was on the move, had to throw on the move, and runner aboard for the Scorpions. Golfer to the plate. This is Shannon Golfer. Fouls off the first one. And the ball might be getting slippery as this rain just continues. It's not the heaviest rain that you'll see, but it's the heaviest it's been all day, and it's persistent. Persistently consistent precipitation. Running now on 2. It's better from Beckett, not from McGovern. I think this rain is just adding to the complexity of this game. It's a 2-2 ball game. We're in the third inning. And we're 45 minutes in, so we're not going at a cracking pace this game. Long at bats, breaks between pitches. As Goffer puts this to the right side, O'Neill's got to turn 3 without breaking stride. It's going to be tough for the right fielder to get a handle on that wet ball. Second run scored in the inning for the Scorpions. Cody Smith, the 6-hitter, up to bat. Just having a quick chat to Coach Scott Sunley. What the decision to declare will come into it? Do they go for the jackpot skin? And they've got the lead now in the game, 3-2. And while the rain is out, maybe they want to keep the Giants out there. Well, there's towels and balls going everywhere at the moment, trying to keep the ball dry. Now Beckett gets one and gets a signal. Shannon Golfer only getting a lead off, but left early. You're not going to argue with the reigning Vivian Triplet umpire of the year, James English, are you? As that will end the top half of the third inning. The Scorpions have put 2 on the board, and the Giants have got some work to do. So for the first time today, the Giants are trailing, but they'll have the top of the order, and Josh McGovern drew up. Whether Kyle tapped me on the shoulder while I'm calling, or you come and sit in my tent, who's going to be commentating with us for the rest of the game? Yeah, it's my third.
It's better when you've got a partner in crime. Here we go. Claire, Ostrings back.
Howdy, howdy.
Well, you're seeking refuge under my tent. Seeking refuge under my tent, so I'm putting you to work.
It's getting a bit damp out, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. So,
Well, Maddie, our tech expert for the fifth game in a row, extraordinaire. Well, I sure think. So Maddie has got the radar.
the bomb.
Me,
Yeah,
and it does not look good.
there's a lot of color on that screen.
Show me where on that screen where Belconnen is. I've got to say, by 10 o'clock, it's got to be epic.
Yeah.
So we'll take it. Whatever rain we've got now, we'll take it. It's not too bad. Just all of a sudden, just got heavier.
Yeah,
Be careful what you reach for.
that's it. We
One
got
half of the third inning. Josh McGovern up to bat.
one strike so far. I will say they managed to get the tart down on Diamond 2 nice and early, so that is in everyone's favor.
What's it covering? Home plate, pitching plate.
Definitely home plate. Can't see if they've got coverage on the pitching plate yet, but the grounds guys here pretty premier.
And this rain is actually helpful for the Diamonds. When it gets heavy, though, it just does it motivates.
Yeah. At this point, it's just damp enough that people are slightly uncomfortable and moderately irritated.
So a couple of balls go out to grass, and when they come back wet, those Eastern AAA balls are not easy to handle. They don't come with a grip on it.
Get a bit slick.
Govern goes to full count. So good battle here. Walk has been battling this whole game so far. High for a ball, and the leadoff
Gets on with a walk. 2 runs scored from the Scorpions in a jackpot inning. Matt Harrow to the plate, fouls the first one off. It goes onto the grass, so we'll need a new one. 2 runs scored in the top half of the inning for the Scorpions, and they lead this game 3-2. Lead off aboard for the Giants. Matt Harrow had a base on balls his first plate appearance. Down and away. This is the last game of day 1. Weather permitting, we'll get things underway from 8 a.m. And we'll go all the way through for the final start time at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Who makes the call if it's too wet to go on?
My understanding would be likely the tournament committee, so that would be likely made up of the tournament chief umpire as well as the executive host committee. In consultation with the grounds crew, obviously, because they know, what they can recover and kind of timeline that type of thing. So, I mean, if we follow the forecast, I think some of the local cafes will be hosting teams and umpires, and you know, it could be a bit of a slower start than anticipated.
Good stop from Purcell as McGovern stays at 1. It's a 2-2 count for Matt Harrow. Nice pitching from Walker. Foul tip is caught from Purcell for the first out. Marshall Cronk now to the plate. Now, I played in the World Masters in Auckland in 2016, and we played a game. It was very late on the second last day, and the two teams were playing for the final spot in the gold medal game to play the Brisbane Giants, and there was
Had to be played.
there was a river running through our diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be played. Tournament play, right?
Yeah.
Gets away from Purcell, goes to the back net. McGovern, not in any hurry, will be happy with second and into scoring position. Yeah, a tournament play, game had to be played, right?
Yeah.
So we played the game, and my team, the Neon Angels, were fortunate enough to win it, go to the gold medal game, and then we went into, I think, 3 extra innings and lost in a heartbreaker to the Brisbane Giants. But clear skies the next day.
It's the thing dreams are made of.
So you talk about grounds crews. I'm telling you, it was a river
Yeah.
flowing through that field. And the next day, they played all the medal round. Cron keeps his hands back. They'll check just in case. English again with the overall. You don't mind that as an umpire, do you? If you miss a half swing or something, there's a lot to look at.
There is, and I mean, if we have base umpires in the right position and are able to utilize the whole crew, why not?
Big punch out from the home plate umpire. Back-to-back strikeouts, so base on balls to start the inning. McGovern has moved across to second. Andrew Kirkpatrick will now come to the plate, and a timeout being called from Coach Scott Sunley. Giants are chasing 2 to tie this inning in a jackpot inning, but there's no intentional base on ball, so they can be careful to this batter to put a force on with 2 out and risk it with Evan Byrne, who can hit a long ball.
Exactly. That's definitely the portion of the lineup that they want coming to the plate in this scenario. So it's a bit of an uphill battle for
Who is our umpiring crew tonight?
Gavin Shepherd from New Zealand is on the dish, and James English at 1, Debbie Grove at 3rd.
Courtesy runner for the catcher comes in. It is the designated runner, Ryan Little. So if Kirkpatrick can score the runner from 2, you'll probably see him come back out as the DR for the big cheese. Well, it's down and into the back net. Now, in the context of this game, you've got the tying runner for the score at 3rd, but you can give up a run to make an out, right? Well, there's 2 out, so it's not the runner that they'll be going for.
No.
If there's a play to the infield.
That's it.
Lord, Kirkpatrick, a big swing and a foul tip, and Purcell's been in the wars behind the plate tonight. He's had to do the blocking, and he got a cross up earlier in the game, and this one a foul tip.
Another bruise, another memento from a great game of softball.
Nice spot from Walk, but Purcell just sitting on the outside edge. Yeah, it's amazing. Those foul tips will sting, but it's also what is amazing how much they do not hurt when you've got a game on the line.
Yep.
So carefully, they pitch around Kirkpatrick, and we've got runners at 1 and 3. Two walks and two strikeouts in this inning so far in these wet conditions for Lincoln Walk. Evan Byrne to the plate. Grounded out to Wagner at third to lead off the bottom half of the second inning. Just off the end of the bat, fronty one. Run scores. Kirkpatrick looks for 3. And nothing going right for the Scorpions. There it was Goffer diving for a ball that was Q-tip off the end of the bat, spins away from the glove of Goffer, and then Smith dives for it. Backhands a little flick off the ground, and
nothing they could have done to make that any easier than how they did manage to recover it. And I think now they're talking about, bringing in the DR for Cheesy at third.
So Little scores and then comes back into the game to run for Kirkpatrick, who got 2 bases on that little grounder. I think I'm going to credit as a hit as well to Byrne as it spun away from the first baseman's glove. He didn't do anything wrong, just spun away from him, and then Smith diving in an extraordinary effort, trying to backhand it for the out. So there is 2 out, runners at the corners.
He with the tall yellow socks there at second base.
Pivots move. Cody Smith for a short cut. And Melander covering the base as Evan Byrne sits still. Takes off on this one for a delayed steal, but will stand up unopposed at second because he doesn't matter if the Scorpions can get the batter out. The runner at 2 is the 3 is the one they don't want to advance.
That's it.
No risk with a wet ball. Well, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts in the inning with that infield single, and the Scorpions pick up 2 skins in that inning. And after 3 innings, they will actually lead it 2 skins to 1 and 3 runs to tying it 3 runs all.
There you have it.
I was on a roll there.
Yeah.
So McGovern got on from a walk. Just hadn't coloured in the circle.
There you go.
On my scorecard, he scored via the designated runner in Ryan Little, a courtesy runner for the catcher with 2 out. Kirkpatrick got on board from a walk. Evan Byrne, that funny single to second base, and then Bradbury strikeout swinging. So the score is tied at 3-3 after 3 innings. Lincoln Walk's got 6 strikeouts on the game. And Giants actually declared their first inning with only 1 out. All right, back to the top of the 4th inning. Cody Smith hits 6. First pitch swinging, single out to left field, the wet ball. Hutchinson does well. He really was careful, wasn't he? Protected it, got down low and stopped the ball from getting anywhere else.
Very intentional with his action there to get the ball safely back into the infield nicely.
Just the 3rd hit for the Scorpions.
Purcell does all the tippy-tappies in preparation for stepping into the batter's box.
Purcell shows
Yeah.
bunt. It's brilliant.
Oh dear.
Third and catch had to fight for it, and then McGovern couldn't get a handle on the ball. Goes out to right field. Purcell safe to first, and Cody Smith all the way over to third.
It was as though, two of the Giants players went to field the ball and one came up with it and they just kind of got handcuffed around each other and weren't able to get the throw away cleanly, which allows Cody Smith to get around to 3.
Like Turner to the plate, had a base on balls his first time up. Would have given that a safe bunt, a sacrifice bunt, wild throw. Hard to score, isn't it? Let's go wild throw to the catcher on the stolen base attempt. Nice defensive play from Evan Byrne.
Commitment right there.
He was like a wildcat hunting prey then, wasn't he?
Had to get
got
the
the
out,
ball and
but yeah, kept his eyes on Cody Smith to make sure he stayed there at 3 and just navigated that perfectly.
a good play from McGovern as well. Throw was right on the money. Jeez, I'm impressed by Evan Byrne there. He was just so smooth and quick. In tricky conditions, hunting down the prey. Purcell's tagged out, and Cody Smith left stranded at third.
Like a deer caught in the headlights.
Like Turner fouls that one off. Beckett struck out 3 in the first, and since then, it has been hard hitting, hard swinging from the Scorpions.
Well, the conditions aren't helping. It's a bit of a grind for both sides at this point.
2-2. Turner's the 8 hitter as well, so Wagner in the on deck circle, then back to the top of the order. Nice pitch from Beckett. There's his 4th strikeout. And 2 out. So on deck batter will be Ashley Goffer and the top of the order to see Matt Beckett for the 3rd time. We do know the Giants have got options. They've got Cronk, they've got Kirkpatrick, first pitch swinging, tough ground ball for Byrne, but
Is it tough though? He just makes it look so smooth.
Ground ball 6-3 for the 3rd out, and Giants blank the Scorpions in the 4th. It's still a 3-all ball game. Two skins to the Scorpions. They picked up the bonus skin in the 3rd, so they got 2, and Giants picked up the first of the game. Beckett's got 4 Ks. 3-all ball game. We can turn the card over, and Lincoln Walk will continue his work as my scorecards are wet and they're sticking and they're seven, 8, 9 batters due up for the Giants. We're about 68 minutes in. We started 10 minutes late. We've noted that this time around, Claire.
Very good, very good.
So it'll be interesting to see, will the Giants declare quickly in a close game, one and done in this inning, or will they go for some security, because that win is still worth $60 as well?
It is, but I dare say they're a team that backs themselves, so they would probably be counting on each other to be able to get a few more runs in the following inning if they can get through things quickly enough.
Strike swinging, and great location from Lincoln Walk. Hard down and ends, always a tough pitch to hit.
your perspective from a plate umpire's point of view. You see one come hard and down, do you flinch? Do you back your catcher?
Oh, see, that's the thing. At this level, the guys with the gear on in front of us are skilled to the same level as the pitchers in front of them. So,
Hard hit shot. Oh, Melander just wears one in the chest and still makes the play.
good heavens.
Now he takes some time.
Yeah,
That was hit hard.
holy moly.
Wow, a rough second bounce on a hard hit shot from Hutchinson. He goes over to check to make sure the shortstop's okay. His teammates are giving him a moment.
Yeah, and I don't think the conditions had anything to do with that. I think it was just a hard hit ball. He did well to keep his body literally behind it.
Did it hit him in the chest or the neck? Well, he's taking a seat.
Yeah.
If it's hit him in the face, he's won it like a champion.
Yeah.
Either way.
I'd have gone down like a sack of hammers.
And right. Thank you for everyone sticking with us in the broadcast. We know that there's rain on our screen, but the rain is just coming straight in. So if we were to wipe it, it'd probably just make it worse. So thanks for sticking with us. Now they're laying him down, Claire.
Yeah.
Can we get a view? Can we change the view? Can we zoom in? We're putting Maddie to work again.
It's been a long day for Maddie.
All good. You don't have to do that for us. Scorpions having
Just
a bit
heard
of a laugh.
Yeah, a bit of a chuckle, I dare say.
Which is a good sign.
Yeah. Can be a bit scary though, as those who have played and been hit by pitches or hit by hits, there is nothing soft about a soft ball.
No, there's not. All right, let's recap while Melander is still being seen to. He jumps back up again. We're in the home half of the fourth inning. It's a 3-all ball game. Scorpions have 2 skins. Giants have 1 skin. We are 70 minutes into the game. And it looks like first aid's coming out. We might be checking for concussion.
Yeah. I didn't have the clearest view through a couple of other players, but yeah, I couldn't tell if it hit him, if it got him in the head or the face or the neck or
I
right
just
in the
saw,
chest.
just saw Shannon Goffer point to the side of his neck.
Ah, yep. Regardless of where it hit him, yep, I think from here there's a bit of a red mark there on his neck, so hopefully it's badge of honor and
Yeah, badge of honor. And then he'll be able to watch this live stream back and just see how good a play that really was, because
incredible.
it was hit so hard. The second bounce just sprung up on him.
Yeah.
And he kept his composure, finished the play, and then took a minute for himself. It's getting a clap. I think he's not been medically cleared to continue, but which will be disappointing for him. Have a look at his neck there. He's got there's bruising already. So
yeah, and word around the grounds is that's a notorious play here called the Hawker Hop, if you will. So
the Hawker Hop.
He's fallen victim to the Hawker Hop.
I think it's Eddie's skin diamond. You never judge where that second bounce is going to go.
Oh, especially when it's hit that hard.
He did everything right. He stayed low, had his body behind it.
It's commitment for the team.
Scorpions are going to have to make a change. 27 is Regan O'Neill. He's the DP as it is, so Lincoln Walks the flex, but Regan O'Neill's come out with the glove. blood rule?
It must have grazed him and cut the skin a bit.
That's the only way I can see him coming on.
Yeah.
We've got both coaches having a chat with the plate umpire. Now, this doesn't extend the game out either, does it?
I mean, if I was the plate umpire or on the crew, I would imagine that there would be some time allowed to make up for this because
Okay.
it has been a substantial stop and play, but you don't want to shortchange either of the teams due to something like that, but we'll see how it gets managed.
Well, blood rule would be the reason why he would be coming in. I'm just keeping an eye on around the diamond as the Scorpions will go back to their fielding positions to see who goes where. Ashley Goffer heading out to centre field, Riley James heading out to left field. And 41 is Blake Turner heading out to right field. So no change for the outfield. Shannon Goffer, first base. Cody Smith, second base. Josh Wagner, the third. Yep, and Regan O'Neill's gone out to shortstop. So just the one change. And to Con Melinda, great play. We hope you're well and recover quickly. And Matt Beckett is up to bat. And the first pitch is a ball.
Well, the rain has let up.
Yeah, that's one thing. Well, it's still there.
Yeah, it hasn't
not as
stopped,
bad.
but it's lightened.
Ground ball back to the pitcher, and that'll be the second out. So that's the second batter of the inning and the second out. Go onto the diamond and Sweetie do. Screen in front of to the forward. Yeah, right.
Big hack from Giants batter here with 2 away.
Yeah, Jesse Tors to the plate.
What did I miss?
Big swing and a miss.
All
And then
right, I'm trying to do something about the rain on the screen. So
In between innings, we'll look into that.
counts 1-1. First pitch was a swing and miss, and then we had one miss up, and then called there for 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tors just making the two-strike adjustment. Nice pitch, outside edge, but he hits it for a strikeout. So a 1-2-3 inning will make the fifth a jackpot inning. And well, last time we had a jackpot inning, Scorpions came out with a hot sticks. They home run to Riley James. Regan O'Neill scored on a nice shot from Goffer.
And ladies and gentlemen, on the live stream, here comes Squeegee Man to save the day. Oh,
So much better.
magic.
Can you do it one more time? Just in case.
Yeah, Squeegee Man.
Well, I hope we're all happy there at home.
Beautiful.
We've now swiped it, and then the first spits of rain have already hit it. So 1-2-3 inning, another strikeout, make it 7 on the game. Full Lincoln walk in 4 innings of work. And it's a tied ball game after 4. Well, actually, golf is going to lead things off. So it's the top of the order for the Scorpions. So right part of the order, guess what? It's the top of the order for the Giants when they get a chance to return serve. Rain still there, still persisting consistently. And Matt Beckett continues for the Giants. It'll be the third time through the order. Low for a ball. Strikeout and a ground ball to first base for Goffer so far in this game. But Kine and Melander would have been due up. So Regan O'Neill, who was the DP's come into the game.
I think you had it right. I think they,
Scott Sunley's come into his batting position, Kine Melander's batting position.
yeah, so I suspect there may have been a cut or an abrasion as a result of the ball hitting his neck in the the last half. And,
Alpha hits it hard after thinking he had a 4-ball walk, but strike was called to go 3-1, and he fouls that one after go 3-2. He's darkened himself in this one.
yeah, he did not miss by much. That ball went a long way foul.
So blood rule inclusion abrasion.
I mean, there must have been enough tissue damage that it warranted the blood rule, is what I suspect. So without having been told anything by the umpires or statisticians, I'm thinking that may be the case.
Scott Sunley to the plate. Veteran comes to the dish. For a ball. It's 3-0. It's not easy throwing to a veteran.
I mean, they're wily.
Right.
And, I mean, he has seen many pitches over the years.
4-ball
Draws a
walk.
walk. Dugout helping him out, calling for a DR before he's even made it to one.
Well done to Scott Sunley. James English at first base as well. All right. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. We've got to base some balls for Sunley.
It's the witching hour.
Riley James, who hit an absolute moonshot his last plate appearance back in the third inning, way back. It feels like such a long time ago.
Yeah, right center field.
We've reached
Holy
the
moly.
80-minute mark. So no more new innings after this. So this will be the fifth and final inning of the game. Down and away.
Sunley at one, peeking around Big Marsh, trying to have a test McGovern's arm there,
Well,
potentially.
the other two they've got in the dugouts, Leighton Reed and Isaac Clario-Smith. So Sunley's probably the best choice there for a runner. Remember, one of the first times I met him, he'd just finished a triathlon and he was playing softball team the next day.
Oh,
the
good
second
gravy.
moonshot of the game for Riley James. He just unloaded on it, and a two-run shot. The veteran Scott Sunley comes in for Melander. His icing his neck. And here comes Riley James crossing the plate. Two-run shot. And they go out to a 5-3 lead.
Having a chat out at the pitching circle now. Looks like that'll be Matty Beckett's night on the mound done.
Yeah, Andrew Kirkpatrick must have been rolling his arm over. Can't see the bullpens from here. And takes the ball. The big lefty, the right fielder Ben Slater is the flex player. So Giants go down to 9. Kirkpatrick comes in and it'll be a 1-9 for those scoring at home. Wow, Riley James has been a game changer. 2 home runs, both coming in innings where the skin has been jackpotted. Go all the way back to the first inning 85 minutes ago. Kynan Melander hit a screamer of a home run. He put the Scorpions on the board. Then step up Matthew Beckett, strikes out 2 of the next 3. And then in 4 batters, the Giants scored 2. They won the first skin of the game. Second inning, Donuts. Third inning, we saw 2 runs from, well, a home run off the bat of Riley James, and then Regan O'Neill scored on a Shannon Goffer shot, and they picked up 2 skins. Then in the 4th inning, a 1-2-3 inning for the Giants. Cody Smith did reach base, but then
Remained at 3.
yes, he
Stranded
did.
at
He
third.
stranded at 3.
Yeah.
After James Purcell got on from a bunt where the throw went wild, but then it was caught in a rundown. So good defense from the Giants on that occasion. And then, so we start the 5th inning. After a long delay, wasn't it? In the bottom of the 4th, when Jack Hutchinson hit a ripper of a ball. Second bounce popped up and it's gone Colin Melander on the neck. He's come out of the game. And then to start the 5th, another jackpot inning. Ashley Goffer had a good at bat, but then struck out looking. Scott Sunley is the replacement for Kynan Melander in the batting order. He got a 4-ball walk. Enter Riley James, his second home run of the game, a 2-run shot. He's got 3 RBIs, and he really broke the game open. Now it's 5-3. There's 1 out, top of the 5th, and Regan O'Neill comes up to face Andrew Kirkpatrick, who's completed his warm-ups, and O'Neill fouls off the first pitch. Kirkpatrick, what is it, 6'10" frame. He just generates some great angles, isn't he? He can just move it from
Leverage that he's able to.
one side of the runway to the opposite side of the plate.
He leans way over on some pitches. It almost comes sideways at you, but it's, it's just his action, and it's worked so well for him for such a number of years.
Now, Claire, I never make it about me, but on my birthday in 2020, the COVID year, prior to COVID starting, I got 2 hits off him on my birthday. It was a long fly ball out to the right side and good catch taken by Matt Beckett for the second out. And Shannon Goffert is going to come to the plate. 2 runs scored. This will be the 5th and final inning. We're at 88 minutes now. And the Giants have got a bit of work to do.
It is a bit of an uphill battle for them at this stage. I mean, they certainly do have the bats to be able to come back, but the rain is not helping, that's for sure.
And strike out 3 pitches.
Yep.
The man works quick and he works hard and works fast and
Gets the job done.
so efficient. So 2 runs in the top of the 5th inning, courtesy of a 4-ball walk from Sunley and then a 2-run shot from Riley James. It is 5-3 in favour of the Scorpions, and they are 3 outs away from a second double skin. They haven't got it yet. They lead 2 skins to 1 at the moment. That's $120 to 60, with 120 on the line for this inning. Now, if the Giants score 2, they'll get 1 skin each and tie the last skin.
Yep.
And they'll also tie the game, which will share the $60 bonus for winning the game. So, to a minimum for the Giants, a target in this inning. But for this team, on screen right now, the Scorpions, they'd be happy to give up 1 to take the win, I would suggest. They'll get 4 skins, and that is 240. They'll get the win, which gives them another 60 to make it $300 for this game. And then this pool will share 1 win, 1 loss apiece. So it'll be up to the mathematicians.
Yeah, Scorpions will be looking to help everybody not have to figure all of that out and take the win if they can. But Giants looks like they're coming into the solid part of their batting lineup here. McGovern starting off.
Oh, now I'm intrigued. I'm going to have to look for the live ladder. I'm going to risk getting my laptop saturated here.
There was Christmas beetle skulking around underneath it, trying to, I think, find the warmth.
Right, the New Zealand Major Sox are in the same pool as these 2 teams. They've got 1 win and 4 skins for $300. As Walk will deal to McGovern. Now that's set. The Giants have got 1 win and 6 skins, including the first of this game, and 420 on the live ladder. And the Scorpions have 5 skins for $300. So even a tied game or a tied skin, and Scorpions will go ahead of the Major Sox into second. That one really gets away from Walk.
Yes.
If Scorpions win this skin, this double skin, and the game, they'll go top in their pool.
The plot thickens here. McGovern aboard now. Matt Harrow next with Marshall Cronk on deck. A tall lefty following him.
Arrow, aggressive on the first pitch, goes fouls to the left side, and we're looking for more match balls as one comes in from the first base dugout.
It's a bold first pitch choice to throw to Matty with a runner already on, but I got away with it. He fouled it off.
Hard hit shot out to the left side. Riley James gets under it and on the run secures that ball. He really held on to it.
Had the potential to cause a bit of trouble, but no, he did well to get underneath it and maintain control. And Josh McGovern had taken a long lead off, I think, hoping that it was going to drop in there between the fielders, but ends up having to return a one for the tag up.
Choosing to stay out. But like you said, if he's still on with 2 out, he can get a courtesy run, even though this will be the last. Marshall Cronk, batter in the box. No one better as he drills this into the centre left alley, and Golfer has a hard time getting a handle on a wet ball. McGovern scores from first. Timeout called, and Marshall Cronk gets one. Now they call for the DR.
Yep.
So 1 out, 1 run scores. Andrew Kirkpatrick up to the plate. That's Cronk's first hit of the game. He's been struck out the first 2 times. And then an RBI double. I didn't think there was intentional walks. Yeah, timeout being called. We'll give the benefit of the doubt to our international umpire. He's would be used to the skids format. And
His own team.
his own team really ripping into the veteran who just questioned the call. No intentional walks in this format of the game. It just adds to the dynamic of the format, and it's getting ripped into from his old buddies, his old 89ers
Little peanut
buddies.
gallery over there. It looks like Gooley and Mick Tanner holding up the light standard.
Well, what they'll have to do now is do exactly what Purcell's just done. They're set up in the right-handed batter's box, and
I mean, but I've seen other teams try to do this, and he moves
right
over
in.
even further this time. Jeez Louise, because his range, he can step and stay in the batter's box and still reach.
Well, the risk here, though, is that if they throw it inside,
Yeah.
or it gets away, there's the risk. Designated runner is Brian Little.
Yeah.
He gets a free pass to third. You can be as careful as you like.
Yeah.
You still got to pitch it, and you still got to catch it.
That's it.
Massive
Because
reach.
then Cheesy does that, and it doesn't.
Caught on the fence for the second out. Sacrifice fly. The run scores from 3.
Unreal.
Well, would it be worth looking back at the tape to see if he set out the box to reach for that one, or are we going to just give it to him?
Look, I mean, one day we may have enough cameras and enough angles to be able to, triangulate everything.
Well, either way, it was a great catch from Golfer right on the fence. It was never going to stop the run from scoring. So we've got a 5-all ball game. We've got 2 outs, and Evan Byrne up to bat.
So potentially here, the Giants are looking for the win, for the skin.
Double skin.
Double skin.
Scorpions looking to salvage the double skin and tie up 1 skin apiece.
At least, yeah.
And if they do that, they tie the game, which means that this inning will be worth $90 for both sides. only the Giants can win it from here. And it could be a potential $130 skin. 100 $180 skin. If they can win it.
Yes. That last pitch, again, one of those middle ones.
The base on balls. Well, our Japanese visitor, Kotaro Nagamatsu, is coming to the plate.
For a moment there, I thought it looked like the rain had stopped because if you look out to the right, it looks like it has almost stopped. But then, no, sure enough, you look up the left field line and you can see it's
rain? I think it's, you know,
drizzle.
if I had to play in rain, this would be the rain that I'd want to play in.
Yeah.
The field's held up brilliantly, but can't imagine how it is going to look after any overnight rain.
Yeah.
There's plenty happening, although no play. We saw Scott Sunley out the dugout having a word to his team with towel in hand and a dry ball, and Giants making a substitution. Jared Bradbury coming out of the game for Nagamatsu. Evan Burns, the runner on first. He represents the double skin winning, game winning run. But there is 2 out. This inning feels like an eternity ago. Josh McGovern, base on balls. Matt Harrow was the first out. Marshall Cronk, an RBI double. Scored on the sacrifice fly from Kirkpatrick. Evan Byrne with a base on balls.
2 strikes to the batter now.
Nice pitch for the strikeout. Ties the game, and they'll split $90 on that pitch. All right, how are we going to do this here to wrap up day 1 of the Softball ACT Canberra Skins? They share the final 2 skins, so they get 1 each. 3 skins for the Scorpions at 180, plus the 30 for the tied game. Make it 210 for the Scorpions, and then the Giants pick up a tied double skin there in the 5th for 2 skins and a tied game for 150. So, although it was a tied game, Scorpions get the extra skin. They score $210. They go to 390. We know that the Major Sox were on 300. And the Giants 150 will put them up to 510. So Giants will win their pool. Scorpions second in the pool. The New Zealand Major Sox third in the pool in a tight one because each team basically had a win.
Yep.
All right. Let's wrap things up. It's wet. We've been here all day. Thank you so much, Claire Ostring, for coming in and commentating a couple of games with us.
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully we get you back.
I mean, I'm not going anywhere.
Beautiful. Thank you, Maddie. You have done more games than any of us. I only did 4.
You're literally doing
only.
all the hard work.
And you are. You're doing all the switching, and you're giving everyone who's at home watching the softball some of the best softball in the world right here at the Canberra Skins. So thank you so much, Maddie. Really appreciate your work. And thank you to everyone watching. That wraps up day 1 of the Canberra Skins. Weather permitting, we'll be back at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, where we'll play another 6 time slots, and I might go home for a throat lozenge, I think.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right, good night, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Canberra Skins.